Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for the week. Happy Monday to you. I hope it's been a good one. I hope it's been all right for you. Hope that there was nothing bad in your Monday, didn't call you names or push you down or anything like that. For those of you who are brand new, and I saw some people come in through the side door over the last couple of days, welcome to you. I hope you will let yourself be known in the comments. We are all about the communication here, so please exchange energy with me. I need your energy in order to read it, so please either leave me a comment or an emoji. A thumbs up would be wonderful, and that would get me back out into the algorithm to call in more people to this channel. These readings get a little more interesting when we have more energy. So here we go. This is the sneak peek for this week. This means that this is energy for this week. All the other readings I do are usually for the week ahead. And thank you for clicking here. If you are someone who is brand new, welcome, welcome. I hope you will stay. And if you are someone who is my ride or die, thank you so much for clicking here always. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with Aries and we go to Pisces. I've marked everything down below in the description if you need to go there, but you shouldn't. You should be able to just scroll the video and find what you need because I've marked it out in chapters for you. So just do one thing for me, please, please, please. Stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. You don't have the whole picture if you don't know what your at least, the very least, your moon and rising is. There's free natal charts all over the internet. All right. Here we go. This is for you, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. Aries, if you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. There's a link for Wizio. Also, my email address. If you have any questions about it, you cannot book through email, but you can ask questions there. All right. Here we go, Aries. This is your sneak peek for this week. Aries. Aries. All right, Aries, I feel like you want a second shot at something here. I feel like you do. Yeah, it's time to take action on it as well. I feel that whatever the thing is that you want a second shot at here, it involves the dropping of burdens. So I feel like there's something here, a situation that has been very burdensome for you. You've been carrying it down, feeling weighed down of the past, I feel. And it's time now for you to drop those burdens. And I think that the only way you're going to drop those burdens is if you get the second chance. So I feel like you can have that second chance, is what I want to say. This week is the week for you. If you'd like to do that, the universe is opening the way for you here. So if it is a reconciliation or a reunion of some kind, I feel like you're being given the go-ahead. This would be the week to do it. But I also feel that you need to be willing and ready to take some judgment, take your part of whatever you played in being away from this situation, being away from work, being away from the relationship, whatever this judgment card represents to you. We are in Mercury retrograde. I don't know if we seem to see the judgment card more during that time, but I do feel that for a lot of you, if people are coming back from your past, it might be just to reconcile something with you, not necessarily a reconciliation to stay with someone in love. Like it could be someone who just needs to drop these burdens and really is trying to take action to come towards you to talk about something that, or take action, I feel here, something that they've been thinking about. Somebody here has emotions, Aries. I think it's you. The Knight of Cups tells me that there is motion here. I feel like there is a need. It feels like a need for you to be able to drop the burdens. You need to, I feel, tell somebody how you feel about them. The Hermit energy is here. Tells me that you've been growing, you've been listening, you've been following your light. I feel like you've been healing, and you've been doing that while you've been quiet or away or, in this judgment energy here. You could have something to do with Virgo. This is Pisces and Virgo for me. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. I feel like there is a messenger, a message that you want to send to someone, or you want to try and get a message to someone, and it is about feelings. It's about the Knight of Cups. I have emotions here and I need to express them, but I don't think you're ready to do that yet because we see the Hermit energy here. You are going to be ready to do that, I feel, soon. The Strength card is Leo, and it is about being seen, right? It's about taming your own beast, and it's about having the courage to do that. I feel like you're finding courage in hermit mode, and that's going to lead you to taking your second shot or your third shot or whatever the Judgment card represents for you. It is, I feel that you need to express your feelings to someone. Yeah. It's become burdensome to be quiet, and I think you've been quiet for a while, Aries. There it is, page. So the messenger has been sent, right? The messenger has been paged, yeah. It feels like you feel you owe an apology to someone, that maybe you were kind of aggressive, or maybe it's like killing a butterfly with a shotgun. Do you know what I mean? It was overkill. It feels like maybe that you were that you feel like you owe an apology to someone, because although you really cared for them or had feelings for them, I think it came out as fear or hiding yourself or feeling like the lion or acting like the lion. I feel like you feel you owe somebody an apology, because there really are a lot of feelings here. I think that your intention has always been to go back, is what I want to say, Aries. It's always been the intention for you to go back. We have the Ace of Cups here, right? We have 2 cups here. The Ace of Cups and the Page. We have the 3rd cup right here. We have a reunion, right? Possibly a soul tribe. Maybe you two know each other from a soul tribe, possibly. Going into the future, I feel like this is going to be a healing time for you. I feel like you're coming into a healing time this week with someone that you've known for a long time, but someone that you've been completely silent with. And while you've been silent and healing, I feel like this person is someone who your love has grown for. You're making the decision. 2 of Swords is in the reverse. You're making the decision to go forward and heal this. The 2 of Pentacles tells me that maybe you're not feeling enough, or that you don't have enough, or that this whole thing hangs in the balance. And I feel like you want to heal it. You've made the decision already to heal it. And I feel it's the intuition that is telling you to do it. But I also feel as though you've been silent with this person. And it feels terrible. So there we go. That's why we've got this 10 of Wands here. You need to drop your burdens with this person. It's been silent. There's been no communication. And I think all parties are feeling like the 5 of Cups, like, regret, right? For not having this reunion with this person sooner. You've been silent, been sitting on it. You've been holding on to the idea of maybe one day we'll see each other. You've been holding on to the soulmate. Yeah. You've been holding on to the soulmate quite tightly here. Not wanting to let them go, but being silent with them. What's the outcome? The outcome is we're going to close a chapter here and we're going to heal. So I feel like you go forward. Yep. The sun is here. There is growth. Wow. There's commitment. There's clarity. I feel like you speak to someone, you tell them what's on your mind. After a long period of silence, I feel like you're about to tell someone exactly how you feel. We do have Leo here. We also have Taurus here. We have Aquarius here as well. We also have all the fixed signs, which are Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. Yeah, pretty much everyone's accounted for here. There's been a secret. The secret is coming out in the communication. There is someone here who just needs to move on regardless of what ends up in the moon energy. Someone here has decided that they're going to be brave enough to step off the edge. Yeah, and it's time to work hard on this connection. Aries, I think this is the week that you finally go forward to that person we've been talking about for a year. I feel like it is. All right. Taurus, my bull gang, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome to your sneak peek for this week. Taurus. Sneak peek for this week, Taurus, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. My bull gang, I am your Taurus sun sister. Whether it comes up in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter, this could possibly be your reading. Let's just see what's up here, Taurus. Sneak peek for this week for Taurus, please. got some stability, some healing while we're in silence, but still holding on to each other. So energetically, I feel there's two people who are holding on to each other. They're simultaneously healing in silence. It feels like all parties, whoever it is healing in silence here. Somebody here wants to be seen, though. They could be Leo. They don't have to be, but somebody does want to come out into the light, not scared of the spotlight. Somebody is feeling courageous. When I see this particular depiction of this card, the Strength card, it's somebody who loves the stage, who loves attention. Leo moves fast, but also someone who is like the lamb underneath. Someone who is a lion on the surface, but a lamb underneath. Someone who just needs nurturing and care and kindness. Somebody is tempted by either, Taurus, by your beauty or your energy, your sexual energy. I feel somebody here is very taken with you. I want to say that you are the temptation, Taurus. This person feels like they really need to do their job healing because they see you as the one who is the strength, I believe. They see you as the one who's courageous, the one who is always standing in the spotlight and who isn't scared of it. This person, I feel here, is afraid that perhaps you are not feeling the same as they are. There is some fear here, fear that what if I'm really attracted to you and then it doesn't work out? You don't want to talk to me, possibly. What if I come forward? Yeah, what if? We could what if ourselves to death, y'all. Yeah, we could. Woulda, shoulda, coulda for the rest of our lives. I feel like you could be dealing with either Leo, Capricorn, but I feel mostly that there was something that came between you and another person, Taurus. One of you decided to walk away, disconnect emotionally. It feels like it's the other person, is what I want to say, or what I'm feeling here. I feel like there are 4 wands here in this picture of the Knight of Wands, and I don't see that depiction anywhere else where there's 4 wands here, but I feel as though there is somebody here who is attracted to you, who wants to come in and out for passion, somebody who doesn't really stay in your life, somebody who is emotionally disconnected, possibly. This person could feel toxic or have toxic energy, and you're trying to be courageous. There might be silence between you at this time. So I feel like the toxicity is I don't know that the toxicity is a thing. Like, I don't know that it's a toxic situation. That's not what I'm feeling here. What I feel here is that this person doesn't really know what to say to you, Taurus. They're trying to get past their fear. You are the temptation. They are emotionally disconnected from you. Somebody is up at night thinking about you, mostly at nighttime, I feel, and it's become a burden that they can't move forward. They're worried about the communication. It feels like this person feels as though they got to be really courageous because they haven't spoken with you in a while. But they can no longer live this way. They can no longer live in the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Swords, worrying that it's going to be tense or that, the last time we had our communication, it wasn't great. This person might be holding you to an older standard, is what I want to say, like an older you or a past version of you. You may have been this in the past to them, someone who, was at them toe to toe, wouldn't let them get away with it. And sometimes that will show up as the devil as well. It can be tense situation, arguments, temptation, attachment as well. There is something that is about to bubble to the surface here. Someone is trying to find the courage to be able to speak with you. They don't know what to say, but they want to come clean with you. The moon energy is in the reverse, which tells me that something's about to be revealed that's been hidden for a while. And I think that you feel it already. I think that you do. I think that you're feeling it. And you're feeling that there is something coming here and you're ready to step off the edge. It feels like this person should probably, and I think I've said this in a reading before for you, Taurus, this person needs to hurry up because it is, I feel like you're about ready to cut out. Yeah, the Ten of Swords tells me you're about ready to cut them out. You're about ready to end this cycle and carry on talking to someone else. The Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords, the end of the cycle. You've been waiting for so long for this person to take a step off the edge or catch the wave, move forward, take some action, and it's just not happening. It feels like this person does want to come out of hiding here. They do have a lot of feelings for you, and they do want the reunion. They want the Ten of Cups, in fact. But they don't know what to say. They're living in this energy here, I feel. You intimidate them a little bit. You don't really need them. You take care of yourself. But this has created a burden for them. I think the waiting has created the burden. And as this person has waited for you, Taurus, they see you leveling up. They see you leveling up to the Nine of Pentacles. Your money's good. You're taking care of yourself. Everything's balanced. You're feeling balanced. You're the person who is doing it all by yourself. And I think that's a little bit intimidating to this person. It's the outcome. So it looks like somebody here is going to watch you for a while. Somebody who you haven't spoken with in a very long time. That this person is going to watch you for a while first. But I do believe that this is probably communication. This is a realization that you are the spiritual person that's connected to them. They are connected to you in a very deep way, and they must have justice with you. They just want to balance the whole situation. They are going to take a chance with the Empress here. Somebody who possibly has an age difference with you, Taurus. Doesn't have to be an age difference. They could just be a little bit immature, or maybe they just haven't had a chance to love many times. Like they don't have much experience with passion. And maybe it ends up looking, when you look at them, maybe it ends up being that it looks a little frivolous, the way that they throw their passion here, there, and everywhere. This person, I feel, sees your worth, and they do want to have a new start, but they're I feel scared. Yeah, that they've had this awakening. They know that you're the person, but I feel like they're scared to love you deeply. I think that they are emotionally intelligent, and that the heart chakra is open, and that this person isn't going to show you anything on the surface. I feel like there's somebody that you'd offered a cup to before. This person wants to talk to you about that. It's about taking another chance with you here. I feel like this person may have been in something the last time you saw them, possibly married or engaged, or in a engaging with someone else in a home situation. Maybe they were living with someone, but that is over now. So I feel like the communication's coming this week, Taurus. This person is finally going to reach out and communicate with you, my friend. We've been talking about that energy that has been coming. Now, it's not going to be for all of you, right? But it is going to be for some of you, and I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. All right, Gemini, here we go. Gemini, this is your sneak peek for this week. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. I do have room over at Wizio, although I am behind. So please go ahead and book there if you'd like to. Just be patient. Patient with me for sure. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Gemini. Tell me about what is coming up for Gemini, the most important thing that Gemini needs to know for this week. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Remember that thing that you just wouldn't budge from, Gemini? It was an opinion, or possibly you were standing your ground about an energy or a situation or something that happened in the past. It feels like you need to defend yourself here. For some of you, it's just that you are sort of stuck on a point, or you can't change your mind. Could be a fixed sign. You could be a Leo. I feel like the intention is that the Knight of Pentacles, the intention is that I've always had this opportunity, but I feel way too defensive to move forward in this situation right now. Two of Pentacles is in the reverse. So somebody is like trying to feel better, trying to feel worth it, trying to feel like they have enough, they are enough. Somebody here is moving slowly because they're trying to build themselves up or talk themselves into it. They felt some type of way about you and them in the past here. So I feel like there's no communication, that nobody's saying anything to each other because of the Seven of Wands, that it's been silent as the opportunity still travels. It's been silent or defensive, or we're keeping our distance because we're kind of defensive with the energies as they are right now. There is some healing coming here, though. Gemini, you could be dealing with a Virgo, or maybe have Virgo in the chart. Sun, Moon, or Rising. We have the Two of Cups here. Yeah, it looks like somebody's been thinking about love while they've been healing. Somebody's really going over the details of how they feel about you. Or you are going over the details about how you feel about them. It feels as though you're going to offer someone something small. Two of Cups, right? Let them know that you have affection for them. Let them know that you have feelings for them. But you're trying to figure out the right way to do it, is what I want to say, Gemini, with the Hermit here. The Hermit is inward. I don't want to be seen right now. I'm trying to figure myself out, trying to figure out my light. I'm trying to listen to the self. And the only way to heal and listen to the self is to be in solitude, right? Which is the Hermit. The Hermit is in self-preservation mode. Somebody is making a big decision to take in this opportunity. I think it's you, Gemini, who's gonna offer this opportunity of love to someone that you've been thinking about whilst you've been, healing the self, thinking about the self, going through an awakening, possibly. But there are some spiritual lessons that you're learning here, or you have learned. I think the lesson is I have to stop lying to this person about how I feel about them. This person's coming to you, or you are coming to them. Take it as it resonates. I feel like there's going to be communication of some sort. It's in your mind. I feel if you are the one that is in hermit mode, you're thinking about it. You lied to someone about your feelings, and now you're feeling this way about it. You don't feel very good about it. You're trying to get back on your feet, trying to figure it out. What am I going to say? I think that you just want to drop burdens. This has become very burdensome, that you've lied to this person, or you just weren't completely honest. Maybe it wasn't a lie. Maybe it was just that you didn't say so. It's not necessarily a lie, but maybe it's not the whole truth. Do you know what I mean? I don't think there's anything sinister going on here, but I also feel that your third eye is open now. We've got the eye on the door, right? The all-seeing eye there on the door. And I feel like you are... It almost feels like you're suffering in silence. Yeah, it's time for the apology, or I feel like you're not really sure how you want to go about this, is what I'm going to say, Gemini. You're not sure whether you'll do the drop-in or the pop-in. Whether this will happen suddenly. Maybe your thoughts of what to do here will happen suddenly while you're in hermit mode. But I feel like you feel that there is some sort of a small apology, or you need to let this person know you have affection for them. Your emotions, yeah. I feel like your emotions are growing for them, growing into love. It may be the Queen of Wands that you're looking at, possibly, who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. In a general reading, she is Sagittarius. The person who moves kind of quickly, right? But the one who isn't really listening to you. This queen is a queen for a reason. She's the Queen of Wands because she has endured. Right? She has endured a lot of terrible things in her past. She is forged through fire, and she is the person who will go rogue. She just doesn't, she may say, yeah, she'll listen to you, but she's ultimately going to do whatever she wants because she's highly intelligent. Really intelligent, wants to speak her mind, knows her truth, and is willing to tell you all about that truth. I suggest that if this page of cups is an apology, I really feel like you should be going in with more than a page of cups. You got to be ready for the Queen of Wands. She's going to ask some tough questions. The King of Swords has got her back. She's highly intelligent, very book learned. She's street learned as well. She's got street smarts as well. She's been through it. She's had a really hard time in the past. This is communication. So I feel she is a really sharp communicator. I say she because there's a feminine shown on the card, but please understand that we are reading energies here and not body parts, right? The Eight of Wands tells me that there is some very high level, intelligent communication from somebody who is very, very intelligent here. What's the communication? Communication's coming after not speaking for a very long time. Someone is now willing to give reciprocity. I think it's you. I think you are the one who's been silent here. Knight of Cups, I feel like your love's been growing, that you feel that this person that you've known for a long while is someone that who your feelings have grown for, even though you haven't been speaking with them. I think that you've known this person maybe from childhood, or possibly you just known them for a long time. It feels like you've always had affection for this person. And I say affection because of the page, but we also are looking at the Knight of Cups, which is the messenger of love. So I feel like your feelings have grown over time, even though we're looking at the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. We're looking at no communication, but we are looking at someone who is now in the idea of sixes, right? Here we go. Somebody who's in the idea of communicating and giving reciprocity. So I feel like the reason that you're defensive is because the last time you had a conversation with this person, they kind of met you toe to toe. This person didn't take your bullshit. This person kind of met you where you were at. They mirrored your energy and they just spoke to you like you spoke to them. And I don't think it worked out very well for you. We have the Lovers, which is in the reverse. Gemini, that's your card. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're willing to work on it. I feel like you're willing to work on, or maybe pick up where you left off. You don't want to be defensive with this person, but I feel as though you're in the hermit mode trying to fix that. The Queen of Swords, of course, is the person who's going to be very honest with you. She's always got the sword at the ready. She's highly intelligent, just like the King of Swords. I feel like the Lovers is in reverse because you are waiting. You're waiting and you're not sure if this person wants to work on this as much as you want to work on this. The Five of Wands is you're beating yourself up here, but you're going to go forward anyway because you have to know the answer. I feel like this opportunity is the Four of Wands. Yeah, there's an opportunity that's been moving really slowly. That is slowly. There's been silence. Nobody said anything to anybody, but I think ultimately this is what you want. I think that you want to be in the Four of Wands, at least some sort of a solidified commitment of some kind. Maybe trying to get a foundation under this thing for the first time in a long time. Got the Four of Pentacles. So you're holding on to it, right? You're holding on to the idea that you will, in fact, move forward and speak with this person. Yeah, King of Pentacles, someone who is very stable, grounded, smart, highly intelligent, someone who knows how to ground other people, very familiar with their energy. Ace of Wands is someone who's really passionate about a partnership here and is actually being given a second chance. Again, Judgment shows up. We are in Mercury retrograde. I think this is going to be the week that you go back around and talk to this person and find out their feelings. Do they have feelings for you? Because the Lovers card was in the reverse, right? We don't exactly know. You don't exactly know, but I think you're going to try it anyway. All right, Cancer, this is you, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, there is room over at Wizio. Please look in the description. Look for the yellow dot, and there's an email address there if you have any questions. You cannot book through email, but I can give you some information, about where to go to book. Yeah, for sure. I always welcome an email. All right, Cancer. Here we go. This is your sneak peek for this week, Cancer. Welcome here. Happy New Year. I hope you're well. Cancer. What's going on in your world this week for Cancer? The most important thing that Cancer needs to know for this week, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Something has ended, and I feel that if it didn't end, it's transformed itself. The Five of Cups tells me that that you didn't want this to end, that you're sad that this ended. It's like you felt like there was a 10 of Cups in your future, or maybe there still is, I don't know. But it feels like that death here, the Scorpio, is crowning the reading, because either there was a transformational energy that came through here, or you're trying to transform these feelings of regret. You want to end the feelings of regret. It's time for you to be happy, and it's time for you to move on. I feel like you are going to move on. Yep, in the future, I think you're going to move on. You're going to find your 10 of Cups. I feel like you are going to find the person that you are very passionate about. We have the 3 of Cups saying that there could be a reunion, possibly someone who is very popular, or that you really respect, or has the respect of their peers. Someone who is headed for victory, or usually is victorious in the things that they do. This person wants to come home, or wants you to come home, Cancer. You're battling with yourself. You're fighting with yourself. The 5 of Wands. You're not really sure what to do. Are you going to get stung? Should you try it again? Is there a second chance here? The universe says yes. The Judgment card is major arcana, which means major secrets. And I feel like there is a change coming here. The Judgment card tells me that you're being offered a second chance here, but you have to be the person who accepts your part of the responsibility. You hurt another person, I feel. Someone that you burned. Yeah, someone feels burned by you, and I feel like you have not been able to let go of that feeling. We have 2 5s, which is quick change to me, but it also is lack, right? The 5s are always about lack. I'm not feeling my energy. I'm not feeling like that I can show my emotions. I'm having regret for not showing my emotions. Somebody's beating themselves up for not showing their emotions. I think it's you, because, Cancer is kind of synonymous with being underneath the surface. The Judgment card to me is Pisces and Virgo. We also have Scorpio energy here. There is a transformation, I feel. I feel like you need to stop feeling so bad about the way this turned out, and realize that you need to stand out of the doorway. That whoever comes to your life should stay, let them stay, and whoever should lead, let them go. But I feel like this card is the one that's sticking out to me. It's Mercury retrograde. Of course, we've been seeing the Judgment card so far in every hand that I've put down, but we are seeing a lot of reconciliation. Now, reconciliation doesn't necessarily mean love. Reconciliation means I need to reconcile the situation. I need to be okay with it. And the only way I can do that is by going back around and talking about this 10 of Cups. Is this still viable? I think that's what you want to know. Is there a second chance at this or not? Yeah, but you stand behind the wall, Cancer. You stand behind the wall. You're scared of getting hurt. The thing is this, Cancer, is that if you don't take chances, if you don't take risks, then you shouldn't have anything. You won't have anything, not anything of worth. I feel like we all try and avoid the pitfalls. We avoid falling and getting the skin knees. And the truth is all of those things are lessons. If everything went perfect the whole way through, what would you learn? How would you learn how to get out from behind the 9 wands? I feel like you've been hurt a lot and you don't want to be hurt anymore. It feels like you let somebody go, or somebody let you go. The Death card is prominent. It's at the crowning of the read, which tells me it's the thing that's on your mind and you can't let it go, that you maybe it was maybe the one who got away, or you let go of this happiness. I think you want to end the 5s feeling in lack. And I think you want to move forward, but you're fearful about how this is going to end, or how this is going to begin, one of the two. We have the 10 now, we have the 10 wands. And so I feel like it's become burdensome for you, thinking about whether you should try again or go back and try and reconcile. I think something that you think is dead and gone can still give you happiness, but you're going to have to be the one who gets up and does it. You can't sit back underneath the surface and wait for someone else to do all the heavy lifting when it comes to the emotions. If you really do want this 10 of Cups, I feel like you are going to have to be the one that gets up and says the words. It is going to be an intense situation. You broke someone's heart and you treated someone as though I want to say that you treated them as though they were a child, or you treated them like they didn't know what they were talking about, or you discounted them possibly because they could be younger than you. They don't have to be. There could be an age difference here, but this could be immaturity as well. That might be the reason that you're still behind the fear wall, is because you haven't learned how to come out from behind it yet. I feel like you need to learn to be a little more free and light and fun. I think this feels like very intense energy here with the Five of Swords showing up now. We've got 3 5s, right? And it could end up toxic, right? 5, 10, 15 is the Devil. It feels like you really do need to move forward. Here I see you sitting in this energy of the 4 of Cups. Somebody offered you an opportunity of love, an opportunity of the 10 of Cups, and I feel as though that you ignored it. That you went silent, maybe, you ghosted, you didn't say anything, you were sitting there in your own energy. The thing is, this is the 4 of Cups is not, it's not someone who did it for any reasons other than they felt like they couldn't move, or they were bored with the situation or bored with the relationship. But it feels like there's been some thinking going on here, is what I want to say. And now that things have come to an end, that this person feels like the one that got away. Yeah, you weren't telling them how you were feeling. You were just sitting in this quiet, sort of redundant energy of the 4 of Cups. And I feel like before the 4 is the 3, that there was a reunion, that you guys had feelings. And I feel like it goes to the 4. This person offers the cup and then you go underground. You go silent. I feel like you have feelings for this person, but I feel either you're bored with them or you're bored in the energy that you're in right now. The 7 of Swords tells me that you're not being very truthful with either someone else or the self. You're watching this person from a distance, yeah, and you're trying to decide whether they are the soulmate or not. But I think you're trying to understand whether you really did ever know them or not. That this person could be a very different person when they're in the public eye, when they're getting their kudos and people are watching, that maybe you feel like there's a lot of competition for their attention. And that maybe you're thinking, well, this person isn't really giving me attention. Maybe they're really not the soulmate. Maybe they're not the person that I grew up with. Maybe they're not the person that I knew. But understand, we all grow and change. We're not all going to stay the same, right? Some of us are going to choose to change. There is the Hierophant in reverse, and it tells me that there is no commitment here, or that you would not choose commitment. You're not a traditional type person, and that you want to speak to this person again. You do want to have the reunion here, but I feel like not for the purpose of commitment, only for the purpose of passion. So that may be energy. Yeah, that is tough to deal with, because I feel like you don't want a relationship, but you kind of want passionate nights. You don't want to have to commit to this person, but you still want the sex. And we have the King of Wands, which tells me that in the past, this person has let you come in and out of their life and do that, right? But I feel like this person has now moved on. Yeah, moved right the heck on and got themselves some balance. And left you back here feeling bad about the whole thing. You were standing here with your cup, I feel. You were on the edge of maybe explaining to them that you do have emotion for them, and that you regret that you haven't shown it to them, or that you couldn't show it to them. And I feel like you made a sacrifice. Somebody broke your heart. You decided to break somebody's heart. There is a partnership here. I feel like the partnership began, it grew to the 3 Pentacles, and that you were getting along really well, and someone decided to end it, decided to break your heart, or you broke theirs. Now we're single, and there is communication that needs to be had here, but nobody is communicating. I feel like you're very focused on your work, focused on your money, and that in itself has been really hard for you to deal with. The Knight of Swords tells me that you really want to go in fast and tell this person how you feel, but the thing is that that's all you want. I think your person's looking for more than that. They're looking for healing. They're looking for a home. They're looking for, someone to speak to. They're looking for divine timing. But I feel like all you can give them is this. So I think it's going to have to be a change of mind for you, that I feel like there's somebody here who wants justice and balance with you, but you're just not in the mindset of giving that to them right now. And that's okay too. All right, Leo, Elsie here to do your reading. Sneak peek for this week. This is your energy for this week. Leo, I need you to go give some love to the Leo video that I put up. It's the only way that we're going to get more Leos here. And if we can get more Leos here, I'll continue to read. But that Leo video didn't get a whole lot of attention. So if you are here as a cross watcher, please go take a look there. Thumbs up would be awesome, because that will allow me to get back into the algorithm and be offered to seeing to other people's feeds. All right, here we go, Leo. This is your sneak peek for this week, Leo. Wow, okay. There we go. What's going on here? Got Gemini coming up here. We've got the Lovers. Someone who could possibly change your life. Pentacle. Up at the top. It almost just looks like a realization. It almost looks like the Tower behind him here. So whoever the masculine is in this situation, I feel like you are the one who is going to experience a Tower. It's a realization that you are in love with someone, or that this person could definitely be someone who is sent for you, possibly someone that you've been connected to energetically, maybe a soulmate. Maybe this is one of two people that you need to choose from, Leo. I think that you're going to do it. I feel like you have been waiting for something to end on your end, that you've successfully closed a chapter in your life, something that you needed to walk away from for a very long time. I think you're feeling very vulnerable is what I want to say at this time, but I do feel like you've had some karmic success. You've learned some lessons here. The World card is all the fixed signs, which tells me you're not going back to whatever was back here, whatever was in the past. And you could be dealing with, or maybe you do have in your big three, Scorpio, Aquarius or Taurus. Of course, this is Leo as well, just like you. So I feel like there is something that has closed, something that is over, it's done. And I feel like you're moving forward, that you are manifesting this. Yeah. She's carrying 2 wands. She's carrying the 2 wands. She also is a salamander, which means that there is guidance here from the universe. Somebody here is manifesting a new beginning. After an end, a new beginning. It feels like you had to wait for this, though, is what I want to say, that maybe this is brand new energy for the new year, that maybe something that wasn't closed off in 2022 is now closing itself off in 2023. And it's going to allow you now to pursue whatever it is that you want to pursue in love. We have the 6 of Cups. So maybe you're now deciding that you're looking for a soulmate, or someone who you're really connected to energetically, someone who will change your life, someone who will give you reciprocal love or reciprocal energy, emotional energy. The 6 of Cups is someone that you've known for a while, possibly a friend, but it also could be a lover, someone from a past life. There you are, Strength card. Interesting though. You need to have the courage to say something. The 5 of Pentacles is feeling in lack. You could be in lack of money, absolutely, but I really feel like the 5 of Pentacles is telling me that you're in lack of emotion. You don't know what to do. You're not really thinking carefully. I feel like you've spent so much time in the 5 of Pentacles that you're really not sure what to do. Courage has showed up here for you, right? Strength, courage. You are the beast. You are the one that keeps going. I feel like you're not scared of anything, that you're so courageous. But I also feel that you struggle. You struggle with your confidence. You struggle with, your pleasure center, that maybe your either your sacral chakra or your it feels like solar plexus or sacral chakra is the furthest from you. I feel like there needs to be work there. I think that you want to speak up and you want to speak to someone, but the thing is you're not used to doing that. You don't speak things that are emotional. When it comes to emotions or a soulmate or any of that woo-woo stuff, I think you stay clear of that. And I think that you're, although you have feelings, it feels like a protective, courageous kind of, you have a protection feeling for someone that you want to hold them close and protect them, but you can't say it. Seven of Wands, you're having a hard time just standing your ground. This feels like the energy of someone who doesn't want to change, or someone who doesn't welcome change, or is holding off change. And you are a fixed sign, Leo, so I'm thinking that it's probably you. That you have always been in self-protection mode, or that you find it really hard to change your mind when you've made a decision. And I think you really are going to have to learn how to change your mind if you want to catch the attention of the person who I believe is your person. Because we don't only have the lovers here. The universe is saying, yes, this is your person. You have a choice in love, but I feel like this person also feels like someone who is very connected to you, or you feel very connected to them as though they were a soulmate. There are feelings here, and I feel like that's what you're protecting, is you're protecting your feelings. You're trying to be courageous. You're trying to come forward. But I feel like right now you're protecting your feelings. I feel as though you've had a relationship that's gone badly, that there's no more love left here, that maybe this is the breakdown of the family. It feels like you're trying to protect your feelings because you've been through this before, and you're probably staying quiet about your feelings with this person who actually is your soulmate, because this has happened to you before. 10 of Cups in the reverse. And then you ended up behind the fear wall, not wanting to feel anything, staying out of the way of anything that looks like emotion, that walks or talks like emotion. I feel like you do want to come out from behind the fear. You want to manifest it. You do want passion, but I feel like at this time it's just really hard for you to talk about. The Ace of Swords means you need the truth. We got to talk. We have to say something. We could have a contract here. We have to figure it out, or we need to cut each other out, because you can't live in this wounded warrior energy anymore. You're wounded from your family breakup. You're wounded from that. And I feel like you're protecting your love energy by just not saying anything to this soulmate here. What's come to an end? So it feels like you've been apart from this person for a while, is what I want to say. The moon is in the reverse. And the moon is in the reverse. We have the Judgment card, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So there is something that you want to offer to someone here, but you had to wait for the ending, whatever it was, the karmic ending, the ending of the karmic thing, and collecting your karma, learning your lessons, having success, all of that. I feel like you want to reveal something to someone who you are now having a second chance with. You might want to reveal that it's been a long while, since you really offered your pentacle to anyone, and you're kind of worried about how it might end up. Four of Cups. This person had offered you something a while back, I feel, Leo, but you ignored it. You may have ignored it just because you were kind of, you know what, I feel it with the Three of Cups at the bottom here, and then the 1 cup up top. I feel like you were in party mode. That's what I feel like you were, but you're bored with it. I think that you were dating a lot, seeing a lot of people, maybe, trying to find your person. I think you're bored with it. You're over it. But you're still not looking at that cup. Why is that? Because you're healing. 2 of Cups. You're healing from love. We have the Ace of Cups, but I think you're going to be, once you heal, you're going to be back at it again. The 7 of Swords is in the reverse. You're going to be very honest with someone. You're going to reveal. 7 of Swords in the reverse and the Moon card in reverse tells me there's going to be a reveal, something that you've been hiding or not saying, or just kind of dressing up as silence. Like, I feel like there is something that is going to be revealed here. And I think it is that you do want to start again. You want to have a reunion with someone here. There's 3 cups. There's someone here that I feel you have feelings for. What's the outcome? The outcome is the Sun. Wow. I feel there you are, the King of Wands, looking right at the Wheel of Fortune. You know that it's divine timing, that this person would not have been put in your path at this time if it wasn't supposed to be. The star is here. You're connected to this person. I feel like you see them as a star. Someone who really fills up a room with love. Feels like you have hope. The universe is saying it's your time. If you want to go forward, it's your time. You can have this reunion here with the Three of Cups, and it could be a very passionate reunion. There could be an age difference between you and this person, but we do have the Five of Swords here, which tells me that at times it can really be tense or intense, or sometimes we have differences of opinion, and sometimes it doesn't work out. But mostly I think that you want to conquer. It feels like you're in the attitude of conquering, right? He's got the Three Swords here. He's got the boyfriend tied up here. He's got her in the back. And I feel like you really want to conquer someone here. We've got the Hanged Man. You're thinking about it. You do want the new start, though. I feel like it's here if you want to do it. Look, come on now. Look at these. Look at this. The King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. It's a new beginning. This is something that I feel you want to invest in emotionally, but you have to get past the beginning. Yeah, start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. Julie Andrews and The Sound of Music. 1, 2, 3 and do, re, mi. You have to start at the very beginning. It starts with a conversation about our feelings and whether or not that we have anything here to invest in. I think you want to emotionally invest in someone. I believe you want to start again. You want to take this leap of faith. I think that's happening for you this week. For some of you, it's an exciting time for you, Leo. Exciting time. Here we go, Virgo. How are you? Happy New Year. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you, Virgo. If you're interested in a private reading, please look below. Everything you need to know is in the description. I would love to hear from you in the comments as well, Virgo, if you'd like to share. So we have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us, what is the most important thing that Virgo needs to know today? The most important thing that Virgo needs to know about this week, please. Time to speak up about that broken heart. You're in very defensive energy here. It feels like you're holding off. You're not saying something to someone who you feel very defensive with. It feels like you need to protect yourself or protect whatever is behind that door, is what I want to say. Whatever is behind the door is precious. It's bright. It's lovely. I feel like maybe it's your ability to say something. Maybe you're not saying anything, but you're standing your ground. We have 2 sevens here. And we have a 3 of Swords. It feels as though something was disappointing. Something disappointing. You want to figure it out. You want the answers. You want the truth. But I don't necessarily know that you want the whole truth, is what I'm going to say. Or maybe you want someone to tell you the truth, but you're not willing to share your own truth. You want you want to be able to stop fighting the self. Yeah. There's been silence. I feel like the silence is going to end here. Going to try and heal it, are you? We don't speak enough. We haven't said enough things to each other. There were harsh words. We have to make a decision to move forward here, though. But somebody here is not letting you pass the gate. You shall not pass. Yeah. You shall not pass. We have the 6 of Swords, moving on, taking your lessons. It's time to move forward to the Knight of Cups. It's time to be honest with somebody about how you feel, but I feel as though that is something, it's kind of like you're standing your ground on not really telling them how you feel. that it's an illusion, or you're keeping it quiet, or it's just something you've never said. Maybe not a lie, but maybe not necessarily the whole truth. The Six of Swords tells me that you're moving on. You decide you've learned the lessons here and you got to go. It's time to manifest something new, moving to calmer waters, right? Maybe there was some chaos in the Three of Swords here. It's time for you to be honest with how you feel about someone. It's time for you to be courageous. It's time for you to be seen. It's time for you to let somebody know that you've tamed the lion, because I feel as though the strength card, the woman on the strength card, is looking directly at the Six of Swords, and I feel it is courage that's going to make you move on. You're asking for protection. You're scared to move on, but you have to. Silence. The silence is deafening, but I feel like we are now going to speak about it. I feel like something is going to be learned. Some secret is coming out. A secret's coming out, and you're going to have to be really courageous about the information, how it comes out. It's about emotions. It may be about someone that you've been talking to, possibly in the DMs. And I feel like the Six of Swords is lessons you're learning. The Ace of Pentacles, something is beginning brand new, something that you want to invest in, and you've been thinking about it for a really long time. You're scared that there's going to be pitfalls. You can't necessarily see where you're going, but you're trying to feel it out, Virgo. There you are in the Hermit, self-preservation mode, trying to protect yourself from emotions, but you want to move forward, and you want to have this new beginning. You want to change your life, but you know that you got to be honest. You have to speak it out. Thoughts become things, words become things. I know that you know that you have to be honest. I feel like it feels, Virgo, that there is a secret that's coming to the surface, and you're going to have to be really courageous in order to be able to get through this. It's going to be tough. It might be something to do with money. It might be something to do with your abundance, or how you collect money, or how you make money, wherever you invest your money. You might be the Emperor in reverse. And what I think that means is you want to be the person in charge. You want to be the boss. But if you're not going to be the one taking care of everyone, like the King of Pentacles, the one who knows the money, who works really hard, who gets the opportunities that comes to them, you can't be the Emperor. You can only be the Emperor in reverse. I feel if you're not going to be the one who is taking care of everyone around you financially. And I mean a family. I don't mean everyone around you, but I feel as though the Emperor in reverse is the energy that you are struggling with right now. You want to be the leader. You want to have the kudos. You want people to tell you, hey, you're the guy in charge, but you know what? You're not, because I feel like that you need to go over the details of your finances. I feel like there is something going on here financially that maybe you don't believe you can make the money, or you don't believe that you're in charge of the money. It has something to do with finances here. Two Pentacles, you feel like you're not enough or don't have enough. You might be living in scarcity. What's this over here? We've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Five of Cups, and we've got the Page of Wands. It all points to someone in the DMs for me. It feels like that there is some sort of something coming to the surface, a secret. Now we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse, being far more vulnerable, something that you're feeling bad about. Five of Cups, something you have regrets about. Page of Wands tells me that there is some sort of sketchy thing going on in the DMs. For you or your person, take it as it resonates. It's something you're going to have to heal from, something that you're going to have to move on from. It's got to be big healing. It feels like you're entertaining other people, Seven of Cups, and you're not really sure what to do with it, but you know that you have all the tools and you're trying to decide what to do. What's the outcome? The person that's in the DMs isn't even important. Don't waste this. is what I want to say. The Two of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Empress. You are going to, you're going to put a wedge between you and the Empress. You're going to give up an Empress for someone in your DMs. The Empress knows you're in reverse, by the way. She knows her worth and you do not. And it is time, this could, take whatever side is yours. Maybe you're the Empress. Maybe you're the Emperor. Decide which one is yours. But I feel like that there is some growing that needs to be done here, some maturity. Because the King of Pentacles is the mature one, the one who's taking care of business, taking care of the family, the provider, the father, right? Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Swords. You want this to figure itself out. You want it to figure itself out. Four of Cups is here in the reverse. I feel, in the upright. I feel like that you want to take someone else's cup. That you want to go back to someone that you dated in the past. That the Two of Wands is telling me you want to go back to the crossroads. This might be the week that you do it. You might have passion for somebody else. Someone who's been sort of keeping you up at night. You want to give something to someone. The gift of love or healing. You want to begin again with someone that you feel very connected to, possibly in love. There's the Judgment card. It's showing up in every hand. Feels like you want a second chance with someone, but you're already with someone who I feel is an Empress. So if you're willing to give up the Empress, I don't know. You're going to make the decisions for you, but this person sees you as an Emperor who possibly is unhealed and wants to try and heal you. That's what the abundance of the Empress is. She will help you heal. But if you're going to be engaged in the DMs, or, you could end up giving up this Empress for whatever's going on in your DMs that's very short term. Be careful of that energy. All right. Here we go, Libra. This is for you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. The link to Wizio is there. It's the only place you can book me. If you have any questions, though, please email me. My email address is there around the yellow dot. And if you have any questions about how to book or how to get there, I can help you. But really, you should just be able to click on that link. All right. Here we go, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's up for you this week? This is your sneak peek for this week, Libra. Tell me, what is the most important thing that Libra needs to know about this week? About this sneak peek for Libra, please. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Well. Interesting. And we have the Six of Wands. It feels like someone's taking a really deep look at self. Someone who's really looking into the self, into our feelings. How do I feel about that? Am I as deep as I think? The Well is about a wish. Somebody is wishing for something, wishing for victory. The person on the card of the Well is looking over at the Ace of Cups. This person might be looking into, is this really the depth of love? Is this really the love that I want? Is this the love I want to give? The Ace of Cups, of course, is the opening of something new that is emotional happiness, right? Overflowing. The cup is overflowing. Someone's questioning that, though, I feel. Someone wants victory, but their back is to the victory. They're very, very preoccupied about how deeply someone might love them, or how deeply, feels like you're wondering how deeply someone loves you. Is it worth the victory? This person is wearing a wreath, and they're also, people will call that the wreath of victory, and I'm sure that that's what it is, but I do know that back in the medieval days that the matriarch would make wreaths, and the masculine would find the feminine and give her the wreath, and the wreath would be worn whenever they were out together, so people would know they were betrothed. This person has a little bit of ego as well. Maybe that's why you have your back to them. You're trying to figure out, is it ego? Do they want me because of ego, or do they really have a depth of love for me? I think you're really hoping that somebody has a depth of love for you. We have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Wands. Is that? Yep, the Knight of Wands in reverse. So trying to go at it slowly, not impulsively. King of Cups, you do have deep feelings for someone in the future here. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. It feels like somebody has stopped moving or has stopped being impulsive. Somebody who's moving a little slower or not moving at all. That might be why you're questioning here whether someone has feelings for you or not. It feels like something has come to a complete halt, that there's been no communication here. Page of Pentacles. There's been no communication between you and someone else. And you're wondering, are they still attracted to you? Should you bother moving forward? Because the Seven of Wands is here, and it feels as though either you or the other person are standing their ground. You want the victory, but you're not sure if there's any attraction left here. Or do I, this person maybe doesn't like you to move quickly or impulsively. Maybe you're slowing down for that purpose. But Six of Wands and one is Seven of Wands. You're holding your ground. There it is, Seven of Wands, right? You're, it feels like you feel that you have to watch your back or that you must protect yourself on all sides. It feels as though you have been in this energy for a while, the Seven of Wands, not really moving anywhere, not making any decisions, and kind of holding your spot or holding your ground. It's like you feel inflexible. The Page of Pentacles is something that is going to materialize. I love this depiction because they're like, really, do I want to do this? I'm not really sure if I want to or not. Do I want to offer this cup? It feels like somebody's confused about what they want. Could be you, could be the person that you've clicked here for. We've got the Eight of Wands now. There is going to be communication. So somebody graduates from the Seven to the Eight of Wands. So rather than standing my ground, I think I'm going to, go for it. I'm going to go at it slowly, but I think I'm going to try and send a message or get this person by message. The Star, we need to heal it. I feel like there is something going on here that really never got past the Page of Pentacles, something that began to materialize. Maybe it was materializing in love, and then all of a sudden we get defensive when we stop moving. I feel like you want victory, but you know that you have to have this conversation that's going to heal this before you can move forward, before you can have a new start with this person. The Fool's facing inward, though. So I feel like somebody is going inward to find out, to find out if they're healed enough. The Star is here. Maybe this person has hope that there's going to be another chance here. The Eight of Cups in the reverse is somebody who's boomeranging back. It's my boomerang card. We walked away and now we're walking back and we want the new start. We have the Four of Wands. I feel that somebody is you, that you're going to approach someone, call someone. You need to heal it. You don't want to move really quick. You're wondering if this person really wants to begin again with you. I feel like there is the Four of Wands here, that you really feel as though that this person is the person that you would like to marry or begin new with again. Judgment card is here. The universe is saying that they are giving you another chance if you'd like to go back and speak with the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with Aries. You could be dealing with Leo. Leo could just be saying that things are about to move really quick here, the Three of Pentacles. So it was a partnership. I feel like it wasn't anything that got really intensely full of love, but I think that since it feels like you've been away from this person, or there was a breakup, or we stopped talking, something happened where nothing was moving. And so you want to get it moving again, that maybe you think that it's the partnership. You could maybe start as a partnership with this person. But I feel like this person's really not open to it. We've got Four of Pentacles here. Somebody's being really silent and not really being open to to you coming forward here. Two of Pentacles, you're feeling like not enough or off balance. You're very attracted to this person. Got the Strength card. You're trying to gain strength. You've been trying to heal yourself, and you feel as though that it's divine timing. I think you're going to try and reach out to somebody this week. Five of Pentacles tells me this person you haven't spoken to in a really long time. They could be Taurus or Libra, and this could be you, of course. You could be the Empress. We have someone that you haven't spoken to in a long time that I think you want to reach out to here because you're still in love with them. We're looking at the Page of Wands. You have a lot of passion for them, and you do want to start something with them again. But I'm going to say that the Page of Wands is kind of irresponsible. Irresponsible with their passionate energy, someone who doesn't have a lot of experience in the realm of passion. Maybe you're trying to find your passions, or you don't know what your passions are. Also, somebody here could be quite immature, because we had 2 pages show up. Could be a love that is too immature to grow at this time. Maybe it's just going to stay at a partnership, which to me is not really about love. It's about money. It's about exchange of services. You know, I help you, you help me, you're on my team, that kind of thing. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How are you, my loves? My psychic friends. If you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. I do have room over at Wizio if you are interested. What is the most important thing that Scorpio needs to know about this week, please? The sneak peek for this week for Scorpio. What's the most important thing that Scorpio needs to know about the sneak peek for this week, please? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Got the Hanged Man. Got the 9 of Cups. 5 of Swords. So you've been thinking about your abundance. You've been thinking about, how can I be happy, emotionally happy? It feels like you're in a place of, do I have to sacrifice something if I'm going to have the 9 of Cups? Or maybe you have sacrificed the 9 of Cups. There may be an epiphany here as well. For some of you, there may be somebody who has a realization that the 9 of Cups is here, but that you really got to fight for it if you want it. This person is standing on 2 swords, which tells me that there is a decision to be made about a broken heart, or about something that we got disappointed in the past. You left somebody behind. You left someone behind, and now you're thinking about it. You're really going over the details. And I think that you've been in this energy for a while. It's redundant energy, but it's also Piscean energy. So I think that maybe you might be psychically connected to someone here that you feel could be your 9 of Cups. Are you willing to work on it? It feels like you are, that you're really ready to put in the real hard work now. But you don't know how to do that, and that's why you're here in the Hanged Man energy, waiting for some sort of an epiphany or an idea or a realization or resolution of some sort about moving forward. Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're going to do it. Knight of Swords, Knight of Coins. There we go. It's been traveling for a long time, but I feel like you are ready. Ready is what I want to say. You are ready. We've got 6 swords now, so it tells me that you want to go from the chaos to the calm. The Knight of Swords, I think you're taking quick action on your wish fulfillment here. That this is something that's been coming together for a long time, or that you've been dragging your heels on. Or something for whatever reason, having to go over details, not wanting to make a mistake, crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. It's like this energy here, the Knight of Coins and the Hanged Man are energies that are connected to each other. So I'm going slow, because I'm going over the details, trying to look at it all from all different points of view. Is this something that I really want? Do I really want to fight for this? I really need to move forward out of the chaos and into the calm. Lovers is in the reverse, but I'm really not sure if I'm ready to pick someone for the rest of my life. I'm not sure if this person is my person, and I only want someone who is my person. So you're questioning not only how you're feeling about it, but I feel like the reason you're questioning why the Lovers is in reverse is because the Hanged Man is here. The Lovers is in reverse because it's taking so long. Someone expected you to fight for them and you never did. Or you were very slow to do it. 7 of Cups, you already pick them. You picked them a long time ago, but you're not sure if they pick you. 7 of Wands, nobody's talking. Everybody is standing their ground. They're not coming towards you. You're not coming towards them. I feel like there is tension between you. Somebody needs to move forward. The person who picks the other person needs to move forward. I don't know if that's you or if that's them. 6 of Coins, we want to give reciprocity. Judgment card again. Every single hand so far, Scorpio, has had the Judgment card. We are in Mercury retrograde energy until the 19th, and then we have a shadow period on the way out. But I feel like the universe is saying, look, if you want the second chance to give this person reciprocity, if you really do want to reconcile, or if you want to have some sort of a reunion, that you think that this thing is over and it's not. What is here is that you're standing your ground, even after picking this person, this energy here of moving slowly, not moving at all, not really sure what I want to do. I know that you want the Nine of Cups, but you got to get up and do it. You got to get up and take action. The Judgment card is here. I feel like the universe is giving you a chance to do it if you want. If you want the love, go get it. Yeah. Give the person reciprocity. Reach out to them. Find out what they want. It's someone that you haven't been speaking with for a very long time. And I think that you are nervous that this person is going to give you what for. The Queen of Swords is present. And I don't think the Queen of Swords is going to give you what for, but I think this person is going to be very honest with you. And I don't think you're ready for the truth because the Seven of Swords is here. I don't think you're ready to hear it. I think that there's fighting and arguing. I think that sharp words, that you get really out of sorts with sharp words. And I feel that you feel that, you know, the Queen is holding a sword, and then we have Seven of Swords, that you've been obsessively thinking about this. The Five of Pentacles is silence. It's lack. You have unfinished business with someone here. The Page of Cups tells me that you still have affection for them, that you also feel like you have, that there is an apology that must go to the Empress. Someone you see their value, or they see your value. The Empress is abundance, and there is a lot of abundance here, but I feel as though the World card being in the reverse is somebody holding the door open, or you know, is holding the cycle open, inevitably is holding the chapter open. It's time to close it, but you have unfinished business here with somebody, Scorpio, and I feel like you feel somebody owes an apology. Either you owe it to them or they owe it to you. Ultimately, we have the Two of Cups and the Judgment card, right? And that is, we want to go back at it. I want to take another shot at that. I think I left the Empress behind. This person could be the one who got away. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Chariot, and we have the Knight of Wands. It's someone that you're very attracted to. Someone who could live at a distance from you, of course, but someone that you want victory with. It feels like you want a conversation. You want to move forward to them, have a conversation. And I feel like this person or you are someone who is very, very passionate. The Devil and the Wheel of Fortune, but you're really scared that even if we move forward here, that it could be toxic. It's a fear. It's a doubt. You doubt the conversation is going to go well, but I'm telling you, it's going to go fine. It is divine timing. It's time now to have that communication. The Emperor is in the reverse, and I'm telling you, if you're in the reverse and you're the Emperor, or they are in the reverse and they are Emperor, you just don't want to go at that right now. Why? Because of the Four of Cups and the Three of Coins, somebody here is thinking about partnership, but is not doing anything about it. Someone is not emotionally available. Someone who has, I feel like the Emperor might be in reverse because a cup was offered to the Emperor and the Emperor didn't take it. The Three of Coins tells me you went back to another partnership. It is time for you. It's divine timing for you. And we have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. It's time for you to invest. If you want to invest in this person, if you want to invest in love, now is the time to do it. This is the week. Telling you, yeah, Mercury retrograde is here. If you're going to give it a shot, if you're going to give love a shot, you might as well do that. Four of Swords is this person is healing. This person is also the Queen of Coins. So they are very loving and kind and have a very, very deep depth of love. They are a very deep person. They are also very connected, very emotional, very much connected to the universe, as is the Queen of Wands. She's the Empress in training. Page of Wands tells me that what might be making you nervous is that there's an age difference. Ten of Cups is in the reverse. You're not sure if they want to do it with you anyway. All right. That's for this week. I feel like you're being given another chance. If you want to take it, that's totally up to you. But the universe is going to present a way for you to move forward with somebody here if you want it. All right, Sagittarius, here we go. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I am your Saggy sister. It is in my rising. Welcome here. Happy New Year. And if you're interested in a private read, please look in the description below. I would appreciate if you'd reach out and give this video a thumbs up so we can find more Sagittarius people and others to this high vibing tribe. Let's add them. Yep. That's what we need to do. It makes these readings much more interesting. Sagittarius, I'm here to give you your reading, your sneak peek for this week. Let's figure it out. What is the most important thing that Sagittarius needs to know this week, please? Most important thing Sagittarius needs to know for this week. The most important thing you need to know is that somebody's watching you. Someone's possibly trying to find knowledge about you. Someone wants to communicate with you, but they're watching you instead. This person is kind of trying to dig up their own information on you, I think, but I do believe that they want to communicate with you. We have the Hermit. So this is someone that you're really not communicating with right now. You could be the one that's in hermit mode here. Your back is to it. You want to communicate with a Taurus or the Hierophant. So the Hierophant could be a commitment as well. It feels like you are in self-preservation mode. You're thinking about all the details. You have your back to the rest of this energy here. You're taking care of self, which is great. You're finding your own light and healing the self, finding out who you are spiritually, which is beautiful. The Page of Swords and the Hierophant tells me that maybe you want to communicate about a commitment. That you are someone who's very traditional in your commitment. You're someone who maybe believes in marriage, believes that it is sanctified of the Lord. This could also represent a spiritual person, a spiritual teacher. Could also be, for me, the Hierophant is also psychology. The King of Moons and the Chariot. So the moons in this deck, it's the Wandering Moon Tarot. And the moons in this deck are cups. So we have the King of Cups here. I feel like you have some feelings that you're in love with or have a really deep feeling for someone that you've been watching that you would rather communicate with, but this person I feel lives a distance from you. It doesn't have to be overseas, but it could be someone who lives next state or an hour or two away by car. That I feel like you really want balance with this person. It's the balance of feminine and masculine energy, and I think that's what you're looking for. That's the victory. That if you could find someone who could be the yin to your yang or vice versa, I feel like you really want a commitment with this person. If this person is going to give you what you need and going to mirror you in the masculine or feminine energies, I think you want victory in some sort of commitment with someone that you want to speak with about your feelings. Four of Wands, there we are. You want to start some sort of foundational, passionate foundation here with someone. Could be someone who is the King of Cups, someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Or someone who's very connected to you in a psychic way or an energetic way. The King of Cups is someone who is very stoic on the surface, but very emotional underneath. This person's never going to let you see them sweat, but this person is highly psychic. Scorpio is highly psychic. And I feel like connecting to the Hermit energy here, that it feels like you're giving this person grace, or they're giving you grace, because they know that you're trying to heal the emotional self. You're trying to become emotionally available or emotionally healed. And when you are, I feel like you're going to speak to this person about commitment. I feel like they do live a distance from you, though. We have the Magician. You've been manifesting the Four of Wands with this person. You've been manifesting victory. You've been manifesting love. You've been manifesting possibly moving in with them or blending your families. The Knight of Stars. Stars in this deck are pentacles. So we now have the Knight of Pentacles. This whole thing has been taking a very long time to move. But there has been manifestation here. I really do feel that you want to take whatever it is that you've been manifesting, whatever it is that is in the ethers, in the 5D, whatever's in the sleep state, whatever it is that you've been thinking about, hoping for, wishing for, is the thing that you are moving towards really slowly. I feel like you want victory here, but I feel like you are moving really slowly, that this is all coming together in divine timing, very slowly. The Five of Moons is the Five of Cups. It feels like you feel somebody slip through your fingers. That maybe you did want a commitment with this person. The Five of Moons is about, feeling some regret that maybe someone slipped through the fingers. Six of Swords, it's time to move forward. Nine of Pentacles, move forward and be single, or be with the single person, or move forward to abundance. Maybe you just need to get your footing by yourself for a while. Maybe it's just that you need to move forward because you've learned the lessons. You've now got these Six Swords in with you, right? The knowledge, the communication, the connection, the things that were tough, but the lessons that you learned. The Nine of Stars, I feel, is the stability that you get because of the lessons that you've learned. But I still feel that you let somebody slip through the fingers, whether that is a Taurus possibly, or a long-term relationship that maybe you didn't try hard enough, maybe you didn't communicate enough with this person. Got the Nine of Wands, got the Page of Moons, and the World. So it feels like somebody here has been doesn't want to get hurt again. Somebody who is the wounded warrior, someone who's been hurt in love over and over and over again. And I think that's why you're moving so slow towards this, or that you are not taking action, that you're waiting for someone to take action to you. I think that you are a wounded warrior, that you are someone who has been hurt before. And I feel as though that through loving the self, Page of Moons, which is the Page of Cups, through loving the self, I feel like you've been able to close the chapter here with someone. Or close a chapter, a major thing in your life has ended. You've had some success. You've learned the karmic lesson. You've paid out your karma. I feel like this Page of Cups could be talking also about an apology that's coming. The Seven of Pentacles is here, and the King of Wands. So it is something. So sorry. It is something I feel that has been growing, but growing slowly and moving slowly. I think you're still expecting it, is what I want to say. So someone here has been very silent with you while they've been in endings. They've been wrapping up things. Scorpio energy here, there's death. I feel like there is going to be an end to the silence soon. And when you come out of hermit mode, or when they come out of hermit mode, Sagittarius, that there is going to be some communication. But for now, it's been very silent. That's about to come to the end, though. And there we go. This is... Again, so far, every single reading that I've done has come up with the Judgment card. We are in Mercury retrograde until the 19th of January, right? So be careful if you're signing any documents. I feel like you are being given, or the other person is being given, I think all parties, honestly, being given the opportunity to come clean with each other and to stop with the silence. To stop with the silence. The only way that I feel you're going to be able to communicate again is if you decide to take the Judgment energy here. The thing is with the Judgment, this is Virgo and Pisces for me. This is Scorpio. This is Pisces. I feel like with the Judgment energy here that you do want the second chance. The universe is giving you the opportunity to have a second chance with someone. And I feel like you do want to end the silence, that you've been in hermit mode, which has put you in the silent spot for a while. But I also feel like while you're there, you're connected spiritually with your person. The High Priestess and the Hermit are both spiritual teachers. I think you both are spiritual teachers, Sagittarius. I feel like somebody is going to take a chance here, whether it's you or them, that when Judgment does arrive, I feel like somebody is going to take the chance to transform the energy, transform the silence. Got the Page of Wands and the Three of Swords. So it feels like somebody broke your heart, someone you're very passionate about. There could be an age difference here, but the Three of Swords to me is maybe someone else got in the middle. There was a third party and you were the one that was cut out, or you had to cut them out. It's disappointing that it turned out the way that it did, but I think the heartbreak comes from that this person may not be able to get over an age difference, or maybe the other person, I don't know if it's you or them, somebody here is quite immature. And that was the reason that the heartbreak ensued. Someone was very careless with energy. 9 of Cups here. They did always want to have this with you. You are the spiritual couple here. You are the ones that are psychically connected, and you're both in your psychic energy. You're both using your intuition. You're both learning about how to do that. I feel like this is a really beautiful connection. The Wanderer is trying to connect to the universe and connect back to themselves again. The King of Pentacles tells me that we're connecting to the universe because we're asking about abundance. Please give me what I deserve. The King of Pentacles doesn't really, is a manifester, but doesn't really have to work at getting the opportunities. The opportunities usually come to them. So if the other person is the King of Pentacles, they might be waiting for you to come toward them, but we have the Ace of Stars, which is the Ace of Pentacles. It feels like somebody here wants to invest in you, but I feel like they need to get connected first, connected to themselves, connected to you. They need to understand how everything is connected here. Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo. We've got Virgo and Pisces here as well. We've got Leo. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got all the fixed signs here. We've got Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. I feel like this is the week that you get hit by the tower. It's a realization that we have to have a communication, and there you are, ready to go. You're out. You need to figure out what you're going to do with this Queen, because the Queen, I feel, is showing up to you as being in reverse. This person doesn't see you coming, and they're taking care of themselves. They're not worried about you. They're not thinking about you. This could be a realization that you had around the full moon. The tower could have hit for you around the full moon, Sag, when you realize that this person actually is coming back, the one that you've been connected to spiritually for a very long time. All right. Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome here. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you, Capricorn or Cross Watcher. If you are interested in a private read, my friends, please look down in the description below, and that will take you over to Wisio. If you have any questions about that, please email me. My email address is there. Look for the yellow dot in the description here. So Capricorn, what is the most important thing that you need to know for your sneak peek for this week? Capricorn. It's the most important thing that Capricorn needs to know, please, masculine or feminine. The most important thing. Got the Three of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Swords. I feel like the most important thing you need to know that is if you want love, you need to get up and go get it. Yeah. You need to fight for it. Three Swords is I feel that you're in a connection right now that is disappointing or breaking your heart, that it's been mentally hard, and that you're trying to, you do want this Ten of Cups, but you're the one that's going to have to take action. Do you want to do it? The Three of Wands, right? Looking at whatever's on the path. I'm not really sure if I want what's at the end of the path. Waiting for the ships to come in, waiting for it to come toward you. I think you're waiting for it, and I think you're not supposed to wait for it. I think that you're supposed to go out and get it instead of waiting for it. So you need to make a decision. We've got Three of Wands and Three of Swords. Is someone coming in between you and your person? Because that's what it feels like. You're not really sure if you want to wait for the ships to come in because you're not exactly sure what's going on here. Do you have the Ten of Cups, or do you have a disappointing situation that's heartbreaking? We have the Seven of Cups. It feels like you have a lot of opportunities when it comes to emotion. Maybe you have a lot of emotional opportunities and you're wondering, when am I going to find the Ten of Cups? When am I going to find the ultimate apex of happiness? My person who gives to me reciprocally when it comes to love. The Ten of Wands is you holding open a cycle of sorts. You're trying to avoid the ending. You're trying to avoid the ending of the situation. You hear me? Ending. It feels as though this thing is apt to end. If you're in a relationship right now, you're feeling like somebody is cheating on you or is possibly speaking to other people. It's a disappointing situation. It's hurting your head, which is hurting your heart. You're wondering if this person is entertaining other people, Seven of Cups, other energies, and the Ten of Wands in the reverse is you're holding all the burdens. You're resisting change. You're resisting the ending. You're not putting down the burdens. You're carrying them because you think that you should. But the truth is, you're the Queen of Wands. You can make any decision that you want. You can go rogue, make the decisions. You're the one in charge. You're the boss. You're the boss of your life. You're the one you're the one that can move forward. You can do whatever you want. You've been here before. It feels like you've been here in this situation before. This is like not an unfamiliar cycle to you. It might be a different person, a different situation, but I feel like you've been in this cycle before where someone is taking you for granted, maybe, giving their energy to other people. You're wondering if you should end it. I think you've been here before. The Queen of Wands is saying, get up and take action. Don't wait for it. Don't wait for the shifts to come in. It's time for you to take charge. You're the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. It could be the person that you're with doesn't have a job or can't support you. Maybe you're the one that's doing the supporting. You could have a business. This person maybe isn't interested in working, isn't interested in making money, doesn't know anything about how to be balanced when it comes to their finances. Maybe you're the one who's making all the decisions in the relationship. You're wondering if it's worth it. You're wondering if you should end it or not. Knight of Wands tells me that the passion is really good. You're very attracted to this person and they're very attracted to you. The sex life is probably off the chain, but what are you losing here though? What are you losing here? Because I feel like someone else expects you to support their ass. I feel like someone here is not doing as much as they could in terms of finances and money. I feel like things are about to move forward for you in a fortunate way, that there is change coming. It is going to be fortunate change, but understand it's on the Knight of Wands and it's on the Three of Swords. So I feel like you're going to have to make a decision about whether you're moving forward with this person based on, that you have great chemistry with them, and that's it. Because I feel like this person is entertaining other people. We have the Eight of Cups. Someone has already emotionally disconnected from you. And the King of Swords, I feel that there needs to be a conversation. I feel like you're highly intelligent, so are there. Somebody needs to talk about the disconnection. There's a disconnect here of some kind. The Wheel of Fortune is moving forward, but understand that the fortunate thing could be that you are disconnecting from this person and cutting them out of your life. That could be the fortunate thing that's happening here that you don't see coming. We have the High Priestess. There's a lot of secrets here. There's a lot of secrets. Somebody is supposed to be giving you reciprocity, but I don't think that you think they are. The Five of Wands is you're beating yourself up about it. You're like, am I not good enough? Why not me? The Six of Pentacles is reciprocity, but I feel like there's silence in that area. Someone's not giving you the reciprocity that you feel like you deserve. And now you're feeling in lack. You're feeling like, don't they want me? What's my problem? Am I not attracted enough? Am I the person who's not making enough money? And it's not about you. It's about them. I feel like you're going to need to go into hermit mode in order to figure out what's going on here. Seven of Swords in the Tower means that you find out something that rocks your world. There's been a secret here, something that's been in the dark, hiding, silent. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You don't have to be. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. But I feel like a tower comes down and you find out some information that you were hoping that wouldn't come out. I think it confirms what I'm telling you here, that somebody here is talking to other people. We have the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. I feel like somebody here is making a decision about waiting for love or waiting to move forward. Are we really at the 10, or are we just bringing in messages of love? Are we ever going to get to the 10 of Pentacles here? We have the 10 of Cups. There's the 10 of Pentacles here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel it's a lot about somebody who's not financially adding to the household or adding to your life. You're the one carrying all the bills. You're the Queen of Wands, so you're the go-getter. You're the one that gets up to do it. You take all the action, and the other person is waiting for the money to come in here. We have the Moon. There's lots of things that are hiding here that I feel like this person has you thinking that, we're going to get to the 10 of Pentacles. We're going to get to the long-term relationship or the marriage, but it's going to take a while, and I'm not really sure why, but it's just going to take a while. This person's holding you off with the Moon energy, telling you that they're not really sure how they can help you in your quest to make this relationship work. We have the Eight of Wands, someone who does want to communicate with you about the Three of Pentacles. Are we actually on each other's team here? Two of Wands, I'm thinking about going back to the crossroads. I'm thinking about going back there to take the other path, to maybe have a different adventure. I feel like the Eight of Pentacles and the Sun is telling me that somebody's going to tell you that they're willing to work on it, but then you're back into the cycle. You're back here holding open the Ten of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles, which tells me that something is going to materialize here, but it might be a repeat. King of Wands. So this person might decide to take action. If you say to them, look, you've been the King of Pentacles for so long, I don't want to take care of all of this anymore. You need to decide what you're going to do, and you need to take some action. If you really are my soulmate and you want to see me prosper as much as I want to see you prosper, we need to do this. We need to turn this. This person is immature, or they don't have enough knowledge, or they don't know about money, or they're just someone who is not really used to supporting other people. They're probably used to supporting the self. And I think that's energy that's been following you around for a while, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think it has been. All right, Aquarius, you're next. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for clicking here. I appreciate you. Please go give some love to the Aquarius reading that is with the air sign reading that I just put up. I do appreciate you if you do that. I could use a thumb up over there. I'm trying to attract more air signs so I can continue to read for y'all. So Aquarius, please go over there and maybe share, like. Thank you. All right. What's the most important thing that Aquarius needs to know this week, please? All right, what do we got here? The most important thing you need to know is that there is someone is, oh, hang on. Oh, look at that, drop them all. All right, what do we got here? The Hanged Man, somebody trying to make a decision. Somebody's going to fight for this connection. You don't see it coming, though. It's someone who's very passionate about you or very sexually attracted to you. You don't see this coming, though. I feel like the moon is sort of casting a shadow or a fog over things. There is somebody here who's willing to fight for this connection, though. And I think the Son of Pentacles tells us that it might be someone who is a Virgo. Of course, it's a general read, and so it could be Virgo, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but Virgo energy, someone who's going over the details. This is the Knight of Pentacles, right? It's been taking a long time, but I feel like somebody feels they either want to fight for this connection, or maybe it's hard. This is a hard connection that we keep arguing with each other, and we're always against each other. We have differences of opinions. Every time we talk, it's a challenge, and we need to make some decisions about how we're going to move forward here. I feel like there's a lot of passion here. A lot of passion, and things are moving slowly, but I feel like the moon energy here, Pisces and Cancer energy, tells me that within the soul, somebody is incredibly attracted, but isn't sure what they want to do moving forward, because they find this to be a really challenging connection. Ultimately, what they want with you is the Four of Wands. They want stability and grounding, and maybe we're going to join our families here. I feel like somebody wants to put down the burdens with you. Yeah. Somebody who's been taking a long time to commit to you. Somebody's feeling like it's burdensome here, that they've been carrying around these burdens for a while. Someone who's scared that it's not going to work out. Someone who's wanting to unload the burdens, but not really sure when they're going to do it. You don't see this coming. I feel like it hits you by surprise because it's been taking so long to get here. It might be someone admitting their feelings to you as well, hidden feelings. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Son of Wands, who is the Knight of Wands. The Sun, is that the Page? Yeah, that is the Page. No, sorry, it isn't. In this deck, this is the Knight. Yeah, it is. The Pages are the feminines. So I feel like somebody here is trying to drop burdens. They just want to talk about their feelings. They want to talk about the happiness, the apex of happiness. They want to give you all 10 cups, but I feel as though it's taken forever. It's taken forever because this person has impulses. They have passionate impulses, and I think that it's been taking a while for them to come to the realization that you are the person that they want to share their life with. They want the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups with you. But this person has been promiscuous or very free with their passionate energy. Maybe they're very immature with how they react to the world or act to the world about their passionate energy here. It is someone who's very attracted to you, though. And we have the Eight of Swords, someone who's really thinking about this connection and wondering if they can heal it, wondering if this is a yes, wondering if they can balance it. Is this the time of alchemy? Is it time for this to all come together here? We need to heal it. And then we need to talk about it. So there is somebody here who feels like there is either a life contract here or somebody who wants ultimate truth and clarity about healing. We've been fighting. There's a Five of Swords and a Five of Swords. 5 and 5 is 10. We want to end the cycle of not talking or speaking harshly to each other. We need to heal this connection. It's the moment of alchemy, and I feel like somebody has been really obsessively overthinking the whole situation. Yeah. Someone who possibly has been coming in and out for passion only. They do want victory with you, and they do want clarity. They want clarity on what is going wrong here. It feels like there is a connection of two people that really aren't being honest with each other, because the moon energy is here. And I feel like the moon energy is here. We have the Nine of Wands. Someone who wants to drop the burdens but is not doing it. They're dragging their heels. They're taking a long time. Somebody who's maybe sharing passions with people that they shouldn't be if they're in a relationship with you. I think you're going to get clarity on a lot of it this week is what I want to say. What's in the moon energy? We have the Emperor, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Daughter of Wands. Okay, so there is the page. So this is the Knight of Wands, this is the Page of Wands. So it feels like the Emperor is the one who's been very careless with their passionate energy, or someone who's wanting to be more spontaneous than they have been in the past. It feels like the Emperor does want to give reciprocity here, but is scared because of the moon energy. Mother of Swords is the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Father of Swords. I feel like you two are a match set. You know how to speak to each other. You look like soulmates. You mirror each other. I feel like this is a really good connection when it's great. It's good when it's great. But when it's not, it's hard. There's a lot of obstacles that we need to get over before we can even get this partnership together. I feel like you two are committed to a partnership, that you're on each other's team. But when it comes to love and passion and how people are sharing their passions with each other, I think that's where the trouble ensues here. We've got the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. There's a lot of silence and lies here. Somebody's keeping something from you or you from them. The High Priestess is the silence, and the Seven of Swords is I'm not telling you. It's an illusion. I'm keeping quiet. I'm not telling you how I feel about this partnership. The Judgment card is here, and it's come out now for every reading. Yes, except for Pisces, and just because I haven't done that reading yet. So we have Daughter of Cups. Somebody feels like they need to apologize for the way that they've been acting, and someone's going to ask you for a second chance, Aquarius. The Wheel of Fortune is here telling me that things are moving fortunate for you, in a fortunate direction. And from here, if you say yes, things are going to go really quickly. Someone is going to invest in you. Daughter of Pentacles is the Page. Something is about to transpire, and it is a new start. The Fool. We have the Ten of Pentacles backing that up here. And someone who went away, someone who disconnected from you is on their way back. Five of Wands is you've been hating on yourself for it. But truth is that it had to come to an end. This person had to go into hermit mode before they could have a realization that they did want to have this thing with you, right? The Tower and the Three of Cups. They want to have the reunion with you. And it's a realization that they don't want anybody else but you. All right. It's for you this week. And Pisces. My two fishes friends. Sorry for hitting the camera there. My two fishes friends, how are you? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You are my two fishes friends. I'm two fishes in my moon sign. Thank you so much for being here. If you could please reach out and give a thumbs up to this video, that will allow others to find us here. And we could just add to this high vibe and tribe. Okay. Well, the most important thing you need to know, I was just going to ask. I did ask in the head already, and there we go. We have exactly 12 signs today who have all come out with the Judgment card. We have the Moonchild Tarot, someone who is in their psychic energy, someone who is receiving downloads, someone who is open to the universe and the teachings thereof. The Judgment card, Moonchild and the Devil. Temptation. It feels like there is, it would be really easy to pull you off track. It feels like you will be pulled off track, or someone's going to attempt to pull you off track. I see that the Devil is energy about, the Devil is energy about, what do we do, right? What do we do from here? I'm not really sure. I can't make the decision. There is an attachment here, and I'm not really sure what to do with it. There isn't a temptation here. Maybe it's doubt. It feels like it would be really easy for someone to pull you off track. And I feel like the Judgment card is going to help with that. That someone is coming back a second time, or someone is coming back to ask you, can we try this again? Can we resurrect this thing? Can we at least have a reconciliation? And the reconciliation doesn't necessarily mean love. The reconciliation means we need to talk about it. Let's close it out. For some of you, that's all it's going to be. Let's talk about it so we don't have to deal in this energy anymore. This energy of doubt, self-doubt, not knowing what's going on, not knowing what things are coming up next. But there is an attachment here. We have the King of Wands and the Six of Wands. It is the King of Wands that wants to come back, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. It's the King of Wands who wants to take action on the Judgment. So you could be dealing with someone who is a fire sign, could be dealing with someone who is Pisces or Cancer. I think that you, my friend, or my psychic sister or brother, and you know that this is coming down. You know that there is going to be victory eventually, because there's a connection here, or an attachment here that you cannot break. You've always felt in your psychic energy here that there is going to be victory. The King of Wands is so focused on the Judgment card that this king is not really focused on the Six of Wands. You're the one that is focused on the Six of Wands, focused on being seen by this person that you have this attachment with. I feel like they're coming back. I feel like somebody here wants reconciliation. They feel like something is completely over, but I feel that you feel it's not over. Three of Pentacles, there is still a partnership here. So maybe it's not love. Maybe it's a partnership. Maybe we're going to help each other and be on each other's team, and we're going to rejoice in that. We're going to have victory in that. So maybe it isn't love that the King of Wands is bringing, but it definitely is passion. Someone who's very attracted to you. They're more attracted to your energy, I want to say. It's like you're dealing with them in a psychic way. We've got three major arcana here, and it feels like there is a psychic attachment. There's Judgment. The King of Wands wants to come in to find out what's going on. Is this the Three of Pentacles? Is that what that is? Is it you're on my team, I'm on your team, that it's a transactional relationship dealing in money and business? Is that what the victory is? Because I feel that there wouldn't be an attachment here if it was just a business type relationship. We have the Justice card. We have the Justice card, and so it is about balance, right? The Three of Pentacles means I feel like this person wants victory, wants balance, in some sort of a partnership. It's like we got to start there first. This person is turning their back to the victory because I feel like they're not sure that there is going to be victory here. But I feel like somebody here really does want justice and balance with you. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Unrequited love. So for you, Pisces, I feel like you could have offered your love to someone already, and you're still hoping that there is going to be a victorious outcome. Yeah. We've got the Six of Swords, somebody moving on. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're moving on from the attachment. You've been waiting a long time for this person. It feels like there's been silence. You want justice, but there's been silence. Unrequited love. Or someone who didn't accept your cup. And you thought that there was going to be victory here. And you still feel emotionally and energetically attached to this person. And that's why Judgment is here. That this person is either coming in to say, hey, thanks for, for the good times. I just needed to come to say that I would really love to have a partnership with you, a balanced partnership, that we could have victory, that we could be on each other's team. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Death card in reverse. Someone is holding off change, transformation. The Six of Swords is moving forward, going from the chaos to the calm. The Four of Pentacles is silence, is not being vulnerable. It's holding on really tight. It's like somebody is holding on really tight in this moment. They don't want to change, or they're resisting transformation. They're resisting the ego death. And you feel attracted or attached to this person. You can't get them out of your energy. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Two of Pentacles. So somebody feels that they need to make a choice because something hangs in the balance here. They've been hanging there for a long time. Hanged Man is ready to make a sacrifice. A sacrifice for the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Wands is probably coming in to ask the Queen of Pentacles to make a sacrifice. A sacrifice that may throw you off. I'm just saying, it may throw you off. You could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands are partners. They are soulmates. The Ace of Wands and the Lovers. So this person, this king, is still very attracted to you and still believes that you are the soulmate, or you are the one that is sent to them by the universe. I feel like they're coming back for a second chance with you because they are very attracted to you. They see you as everything. They see you as the Queen of Wands, the person who makes their own decisions, standing in their power, looking beautiful, smelling great, running their business. And I feel like it feels like the Queen of Pentacles is feeling, the Queen of Wands is feeling the Two of Pentacles. Like, I don't feel enough. Maybe I'm not enough. Why isn't the king coming around? I feel like the king is behind you. So I feel like that you're going to turn around and all of a sudden the king is going to be there. For some of you, you're going to bump into them somewhere. We have the King of Swords. It's time for us to talk, and the Queen of Swords. Look at that. I think we're dealing in pre-Empress, pre-Emperor energy here, that you see each other as King and Queen of Swords. You see each other as King and Queen of Wands, that you're very passionate. You each take your own, you each have your in your own right are successful, passionate about what you do, passionate about each other, but you're also highly intelligent. And I feel that you feel that the masculine energy might be the leader, that you're willing to follow, not all the time, because look, the king is back here and the queen is here, but the queen is here and the king is out front. So I feel like it's like two people who are a power couple, and they have to learn how to, one has to learn how to back up. So maybe the king is the one who's in charge today, and maybe the queen backs up, but maybe the queen goes forward and the king backs up. Like I feel like you two speak to each other in the same way. You see each other as the other. Like I feel like you're mirroring each other's energy. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So somebody wants to take action pretty quick on the Ten of Pentacles. So once you get this face-to-face communication with this person, I think it moves into the Ten of Pentacles pretty darn fast. What's the outcome? The Fool, the Two of Swords. Someone makes a decision that they do want to move forward with you, because even though they have all these options here, Pisces, they're not interested in entertaining any other offers. They walked away from you, but they're coming back. Eight of Swords, they've been thinking about it for so long, almost obsessively. Seven of Wands, they've been holding their ground. So you two haven't been speaking to each other. Page of Swords, here comes the communication. Communication is Knight of Wands. I want to see you. I want to take you out. Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if I can say much more than that. It's time to drop the deck. Nine of Wands, somebody that's coming in is feeling in lack. Somebody who's been hurt before. Maybe you both have. But I think that the Ace of Cups is telling me that the Wheel of Fortune is here. There is change that is beautiful here. There is going to be love blooming. There is passion here. Somebody is going to communicate all of that to you this week, I feel. All right. I'm going to go for now, Pisces. Thank you so much. For Pisces and cross watchers, thank you for making it to here. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, and I hope you all are well. I'm out. Bye-bye.